Welcome back to Random Tasks. This is my 2001 Saab 93 Aero, and today we're going to install an Abbott Racing steering rack brace. So the steering rack brace arrived from Abbott Racing today, and it includes instructions and the actual clamp and fixings itself. So follow the instructions, but basically this is going to bolt into existing locations within the engine bay, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so the existing steering rack brace is down here, so that'll have to come out, and the other end of it will, I've got a new piece that goes in the same position, but then there's a brace that basically goes down to the ABS bracket. Okay, so the 13mm bolt on the top and the 13mm nut on the bottom have been removed. Now I just need to pry this away from the firewall. It's easier said than done. Just probably need to get some pliers to just grip on that. Okay, here's the old clamp and rubber insert. Finally removed. Bit of a pain, took a bit of persuasion, basically using some WD-40 to slide it around a bit, and finally got it in a position where I could get it out. There's a few things in the way. So I'm gonna try to fit up the new piece now. So now I will take this part of the new bracket and fit this in there with this larger hole going over the bottom stud, and then I'll take this bolt and loosely fit it into the top. And then this is going to go over the bottom studs. It's threaded on this end, and it's got its own stud on this end. Okay, so half the bracket is in. Now I'll fit the top half and then fit the bolts loosely on there. Okay, I've got the bolts and the, I guess, nut slash stud on there loosely, and now I tighten them both progressively. So a little bit of each one, and yeah, hopefully get it tightened up evenly and snugly. Okay, so I've got the bracket tightened up. The next step is to remove the bottom ABS bolt, which is very hard to see, but it is that slightly rusty looking bolt head behind those green lines. So that was a super tight fit in the engine bay. That brace slips over the stud on the new brace and mounts into the lower ABS bracket mounting hole. But the presence of the AC lines and things like that make it really tight. But all credit to Abbott Racing, they really got the measurements down and the dimensions down on this, because it's just with millimeters to spare going in. But yeah, so I've got the one end bolted up to the ABS bracket, and the other end is snug on this new stud. Just need to tighten them up now, and we should be done. Okay, so the bracket is in, we're done. All told, that took probably about half an hour. It was probably harder getting the old bracket out than it was getting the new one in. It is definitely a tight fit with that brace, getting around the AC lines, but it works. So in case you're wondering why I did this, it should come as no surprise to anyone who has read anything about these Saabs that they're known for torque steer, especially in the faster or more powerful versions. And this is the high output turbo with 205 horsepower. Might be making some more power soon, but either way, everyone has said that this is a transformative change and it will really improve the way the car handles. So I figured it was worth doing. This Abbott Racing brace itself is really well made, and everything just fits perfectly. So I just got back from a test drive, and I can definitely say that this bracket has made a massive difference. The kind of vague steering and the constant corrections that I used to have to make are more or less gone, and the torque steer is significantly reduced. It's well worth the investment. Anyone who has this era Saab and
is also a bit frustrated with the steering and everything, definitely invest in this kit. It is well worth the money that was spent.
So that's it. I hope everyone found that useful or interesting. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.